Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ+ story for today. I'm Dale Stein, and let's queer up gay culture. Love for gay porn soars in red states despite anti-LGBTQ+ laws. A new report from Pornhub is raising eyebrows and questions about what's really going on behind closed doors in America's most conservative states. According to the adult site's latest Pride Insight study, North Dakota and Wyoming, both states that voted for Donald Trump in the last presidential election, are watching significantly more gay porn than the national average. In fact, North Dakota topped the list with gay porn viewership 43% higher than the U.S. average. Wyoming followed closely at 29% above average. Ironically, both states are known for anti-LGBTQ+ legislation and scored the lowest possible rankings in the Human Rights Campaign 2024 State Equality Index. Pornhub also revealed the types of content each state prefers. Wyoming residents had a strong interest in men with big, well, you know what. That preference was shared by viewers in California, Alaska, Iowa, and South Dakota, and many other places. Meanwhile, North Dakotans were drawn to twink porn, just like folks in Arizona, Oregon, and New Mexico. And North Dakota doesn't stop there. It ranked #1 in the country for daddy porn. Wyoming, the top state for military-themed adult videos. Both states have banned gender-affirming care for trans youth and have laws barring trans people from participating in sports. Elsewhere, liberal states like Oregon and California reported below average gay porn viewership, with Oregon at -16% and California at -4%. But not every blue state followed the pattern. Delaware came in with viewership a full 30% above average. So while some politicians may be pushing anti-LGBTQ+ policies, their voters might just be telling a very different story in private. Wow. Yeah. I don't know why I seem to always get the big porn stories. And when I've stayed, everybody knows I've been celibate, except for myself. I guess maybe I get them because the porn is my boyfriend. I guess
Maybe.
that's why.
That's your boo.
That's really why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Okay. Now I'm okay with those numbers. How do you know? I mean, who's really getting the data? And is everybody telling the truth about,
Pornhub. I think the data comes from
they do it
Pornhub.
they get it from their
users, time watch videos,
PhD
searches.
sociology student though who's collecting data.
That's an interesting study, though.
Yeah,
It's an interesting
I
study.
was the sociologist who thought of it.
No.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
going to collect? I'm going to collect data on this.
Right?
Right.
Yes, you go Delaware.
Like you,
But
It's algorithm.
it's algorithm.
Yeah.
It's algorithm.
It's not just like some grandmother saying like.
But we all know what happened at the RNC, okay? When Grindr almost got knocked the F
Yeah,
off,
they couldn't-
okay? I mean, remember that, all right? I love this story because it's freaking rich. You know what I mean? The states screaming the loudest against queer folks are the same ones watching the most gay porn, all right?
Right.
North Dakota, Wyoming, y'all enjoying your porn, huh?
Right.
And it's giving me closeted legislature open browser history. Okay, that's where I think it's happening from. You know what I mean? So they ban drag queens. They go after our kids, but you forget to delete your bookmarks on your history, and that's how we find out that you're on Pornhub all the time. You know,
It just makes me think that, like, in Middle America, they love to hate us, but they're on their phones and they're like,
And
let's see
they're
what
so
these
jealous that
gays
they
are up
can't beat
to,
us also.
and start
Yeah.
googling gay porn, and now all of a sudden they're
But it's not just
addicted
it's not
to
just
it.
interest, though, is it? I mean, you don't pull taffy out of interest. I mean,
No.
they're really enjoying it. Like it's
they're watching it.
Yes, and shame drives deviance. Notice in places where there are healthy sexuality, less porn. So yeah, and by deviant I just mean out of the, like, they would call it deviant, and yet they're having to be in the dark, in the shadows to watch it. Whereas if they would just have healthy sex lives, they could do it or not, they could go out or not, they would have choices, and they would be able to experiment safely and like adults. But because they demonize it, they wind up hurting their own consciousness, their own psyche, by doing what they're even ashamed of. And then you're sick as your secrets. As long as you make it a shameful, secretive thing, you're fucking yourself up as much as anybody else.
But it's just Pornhub's data, so it's not. I mean, there are many other ways to watch porn, so it's not. They're not gathering the data from other sources.
Yeah, but Pornhub is free, and a lot of people, you don't use
saying.
Pornhub anymore?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, because you're stuck on Twitter, because that's the only thing that's on X right now is just
porn, yeah.
penis. Am I lying?
Well,
Because I got off X when you were supposed to. Okay,
did.
and most of you stayed
I
on for the
canceled-
porn.
no, I
That's how much
canceled
you
my
love porn.
Oh,
I
wow.
canceled my personal account.
Okay,
And I
okay,
only
Dale
use it for
Stein.
the
So
porn.
now you have an account.
He has a business account.
I have a mind your damn business account.
Now I understand. My bad. My bad. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. What a show today. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.